Hey there, I'm Ella. Welcome to the Dice Tower. And today we're diving headfirst into the thrilling world of the perfect wave, surf your way to greatness. Get ready to ride the waves, perform jaw-dropping tricks, and chase victory points. So grab your board, paddle out, and let's learn how to master the art of riding the perfect wave to victory. Before we catch that epic wave, let's set up the game for some high-stakes surfing action. Each player receives a player board, a player aid card, 2 wax tokens, and a surfer token. Place your surfer token beneath the leftmost card space on your player board. Make sure the player boards are lined up to create room for cards above the card spaces. Place the peer board in the center of the table and keep those extra wax tokens close by. Prepare the maneuver deck by separating trick cards from the paddle out cards. Shuffle the trick cards and follow the guidelines to remove specific cards based on the number of players in the game. Deal 2 face-down trick cards to each player. Shuffle the remaining trick cards and paddle out cards to form the maneuver deck and place it to the left of the peer board. Shuffle the wave deck, deal 2 face-down cards to each player, and set the deck to the left of the pier. Shuffle the goal cards and deal 2 face-down to each player, and place 4 face-up public goals near the pier. Place the surfboard tokens next to the public goals, and any unused goal cards go back into the box. Players can now take a peek at their cards and select 1 private goal card to keep, returning the other to the box. Deal 4 cards from both the maneuver and wave decks face up to the empty card spaces beside each deck. Lastly, give the first player standee to the player who's had the pleasure of hitting the beach most recently. Let's take a quick look at your player board, your canvas for creating your own surfing legacy. With 10 spaces for wave cards, each with its own victory point value, you're all set up to ride those waves and earn those points. On your turn, you've got up to 2 action points or AP to spend on various actions. You can perform the same action twice or end your turn after spending only 1 or 0 AP. Use your resources wisely. You have several options for spending your AP. There are 1 AP actions. Take a wave card into your hand. You can choose any face-up wave card from the pier or draw the top card of the wave deck without revealing it to other players. Take a wave card and play it. You may choose any face-up wave card from the pier or draw the top card of the wave deck. Play it immediately face down to a wave card space on your player board. Take a maneuver card into your hand. You may choose any face-up maneuver card from the pier or draw the top card of the maneuver deck. Take a maneuver card and play it. You may choose any face-up maneuver card from the pier or draw the top card of the maneuver deck. Trick cards are played immediately face down to your player board. Paddle out cards are played immediately to move your surfer 1 paddle space to the right, then placed in the maneuver discard pile. Play a wave or trick card from your hand. Play the card to your player board without revealing it to the other players. Play a paddle out card from your hand. Discard the card after moving your surfer 1 paddle space to the right. Move your surfer. Discard 1 wax token to move your surfer 1 paddle space to the right. Take a wave card from the discard pile. Discard 1 wax token to search the wave discard pile for a card of your choice. You must reveal which card you took to the other players. Then there are 2 AP actions. You can spend 2 AP to activate a public goal or gain a wax token. And remember the free action to reveal new wave cards on the pier by discarding a wax token. It's important to know that the position of your surfer token determines where you can play wave and trick cards on your player board. You can play them above your surfer or to the right. Keep these cards face down and secret until scoring. But now let's talk about paddling out. You can move your surfer by playing a paddle out card or discarding a wax token. Move your surfer 1 paddle space to the right, but remember, you can't move to the left. Now throughout the game, you work on meeting the requirements of public and private goals for victory points. As I said, you can spend 2 AP to activate a public goal by placing a surfboard token below it. Each player who meets the goal gains VP. Only 2 can be activated in a game. Keep your private goal card in your hand. If you meet its requirements, you'll earn VP at the end of the game. After each player's turn, cards on the piers shift. Empty spaces are filled with new cards, and the rightmost card in each row is discarded. This keeps the pier fresh and dynamic. Here comes the peak of the game, the scoring phase, where your points come together to determine the true surfing champ. Let's break down the scoring process step by step. Reveal your wave cards and tally victory points based on their values. Just like this 6-card wave, which gives you 100 points. Assemble sets and runs in your wave to claim additional victory points. Sets are a series of at least 3 adjacent wave cards that show the same number. For example, this scores you 30, this scores you 50, this scores you 80, and this scores you 120 points. Runs are a set of at least 3 consecutive numbers. For example, this run scores you 20, this scores you 30, this scores you 50, and this scores you 80. Now flip your trick cards and earn points for nailing those tricks. For example, this scores you 10 points as this is a set. If you fulfill public goals, add those extra points to your tally. Then reveal your private goals, which can be a game changer in your final score. As the waves calm down and the game ends, the player with the most total victory points reigns supreme. In case of a tie, the player with the highest number wave card breaks the deadlock. And there you have it, fellow surfers, a preview of the perfect wave. Surf your way to greatness. If you are interested in the game, check out the links in the description below. Again, this is Ella. See you next time.